And you talked a lot, obviously, about Dawson, Valentine, and Trice. Not a lot about Matt Costello. Is that a guy, if you're going to have a big year, is Matt's game going to have to rise up to the height he had as Mr. Basketball?
You know, I think Matt, you know, was having a pretty good start to the year when you look at what we needed done last year. And then the mono thing really hurt him, and then, as I said, we went different direction. I'm just not ready to put him in that group yet. You know, what I do like is between him and Schilling, I think we have the ability to we might not get the 16 points that AP brought or the 9-8 rebounds out of one guy, but I think between the two guys, I think we'll get that and more. And if we do that, keep them fresher. I'm worried about foul trouble because we're not as big. I think then we have a chance to be very good. But he's coming along. You know, he got injured a little bit. He missed a week of practice with a sprained ankle, and maybe that's the other reason. You know, I hadn't seen him for a week, and he's been just coming back now. He's probably going to be back full this end of this week. But worked his butt off this summer. It's just that this day and age, players always worry about what people think, what people say, and you know, you take Brandon, and everybody's worried. I mean, in his camp, can he shoot it? Can he do this? People like players. Can he play? Can he win? You know, I think Matt gets caught up. You know, he's not AP. Don't try to be AP. Try to be Matt. You know, be the best screener on the team. Be the best role guy. Be the best finisher. Still can step out and shoot the ball a little bit. Where we are a little better right now is post defense. A little tougher inside, but both Matt and Gav are really good on those ball screens up top, which we weren't as good at last year. They're really good at it, and so I think, you know, there's going to be some plus and minus, some give and take, but there's no doubt there's our big three that have proven themselves somewhat, and then there's you know, a guy like Brent, but Gavin, Elvin, and Matt are, you know, important parts of this whole call to get back where we want to get, and that's to a Final Four.
Tom, back to the accordion playing. Kiss has some shows in Vegas in November. Has Gene Simmons reached out at all, and could there be a future for you there?
Yeah, yesterday he called me and asked me if I wanted to come. No, I'm just kidding. You know, no, I don't think he's worried about it. I don't know, I get embarrassed some of the dumb things I do sometimes, but I sure do find a way, Ernie and all, to limp up there on 27-foot heels and more makeup than all you girls combined were wearing. I found out putting it on is bad, taking it off is worse. Was fun to look down on Dawson. You know, he's always giving me crap, so it was fun to look down on him. I enjoyed that, but the accordion part of that was kind of goofy, I think, just because I'm so well known nationwide as an accordion playing coach that they wanted that in there, but I thought the guitar would have fit me better. And I do want to admit to one other thing, as long as I'm speaking to my friends here, that, you know, we're supposed to play one song, and I only knew the lines to that one song, so if it looked like I was struggling to play that guitar, I didn't know the second song, so that's why it happened that way.
Tom, can you
I like this little fun with these serious questions. Drew has even asked one yet. Go ahead.
can you describe how you see Denzel Valentine's role in the offense? How much the offense goes through him, and where it'll be from?
Well, you know, it's going to go through him quite a bit. It's going to go through Dawson quite a bit. We're looking at Dawson a little bit too, like we did Day-Day, you know, where you get him in the middle of the zone. You know, as one pro scout said to me the other day, you know, much better passer than I thought. Well, Denzel is a great passer. What Denzel's got to do is just relax and play. I mean, he's got to relax and play and realize he doesn't have to be Magic Johnson. He's got to be Denzel Valentine. He's got to make the simple. He's as good a simple pass guy as we got. When he tries to be the other way, you know, he's wounding people once in a while in the stands. And he's just got to get over that. I mean, it happened the other night in the game, and I told him right then, and I'm gonna tell him again and again and again, because he is not a good passer, he is a great passer. And, but what I think you're gonna see is he's a lot better shooter. And I think he'll look for his shot more. And if there's a kid who's worked harder on that than him, I haven't coached him. He's really spent time his ball handling. There's no reason, Denzel should be a guy who never turns it over, because he's got very good skills. He's got high IQ, very good passer, can do it with his left or right hand, very good ball handler. I mean, all those should add up to no turnovers. And that's where I get frustrated sometimes. He probably gets frustrated sometimes. I think I'm going to win the frustration war, I can promise you that. But I see him as big a key. I mean, you know, Trice is going to do his thing, but Dawson and Valentine are going to be as big a keys as anybody on this team.
Coach,
Hello?
there we go. Coach, I was going to ask you about the Big Ten basketball tournament. It has obviously changed with the new members, and now a team might have to play 5 games in 5 days to win it. Your thoughts, is that good for basketball, bad? How do you feel about all that?
Just cancel it.
It's catchers and pitchers report about the same time as that tournament's going.
Just cancel it.
You know, I got some, I mean, I'm a program guy, so I'm gonna do whatever they tell me to do. I'm gonna complain about it a little, I'm just gonna do it. But is it best for basketball? I don't know. You know, I worry a little bit about if you play 4 games and then they play on that Sunday, what's that gonna do? Then again, if you earn the right to play in 4 or 5 games because you were so bad during the year and you caught fire at the end, you're probably excited enough to move on. I don't know how it works, but it's going to be the same for most conferences. Every conference has gotten bigger. The Big East has done this for a couple of years. They end on Saturday, which is probably a little bit of an advantage. You get Sunday off, you know, we're Sunday, and then all of a sudden we're on to the NCAA tournament. But I don't know, I think you're going to find that tournament's going to get bigger. It's going to get like the ACC Big East, because the regular season is going to be different in some ways with so many one plays and all those things. So that tournament has gotten bigger in the last couple of years, and it's been pretty exciting. You know, I would give them credit. Like most things you do, you complain about them when they start. Like me about Judd, you know, you complain about the things he did, and all of a sudden you realize that most of them were for a good reason. Well, I find myself looking at the Big Ten tournament, and it's catching fire. I mean, it's getting to be a hot ticket, and it'll be interesting. Now we go back to Chicago, and then I think we're going out east and taking a show on the road, so we'll see how that works.
Coach, you're 24. How concerned are you about a level field in college basketball? I guess after the report out of North Carolina, that's a team that's gotten in your way a couple of times. And just your thoughts on where college basketball is and how you have to compete against some of that.
Wow. Let me politically think about my answer here. You know, I'm concerned about college athletics right now. If I was to go on a podium and talk about something, I am concerned about it. I think we got too many people saying what's right and wrong, and I'm this, and I hope it doesn't get construed the wrong way, but there's nothing wrong with earning your way. I look at so many people in here that started out as interns, that moved up, that moved up, that moved up. I see so many. When Jamel Hill came back, I thought of her as a snot-nosed reporter getting in my way, and now she's telling me where to go on her own set, you know. I mean, those are pretty awesome things. And I think we're missing the process here. And I don't know if the playing field's ever going to be level. It's gotten a little bit out of control. Some of it's our fault. Made too much money. Some of it is money, and so I worry about where it's headed. And that's not basketball, that's college athletics. As far as universities go, I said it on that network there a year ago or 6 months ago, you know, that we better figure out that bridges better be built, because the same people are walking over the bridge. It's about the student athlete walking over the bridge. So if it's academics and athletics, if it's our fans and us, you know, everybody's walking over the same bridge, and if that bridge isn't strong as hell, it's gonna collapse. And so we better figure out a way to stay on the same page and make sure we're all working for a common goal, at least within our own confines. And, you know, I don't know what happened there. I have great respect for Roy. I respect their program. I respect a lot of programs. Some that I respect in some ways, not in others, and some that I respect totally. And all I know is what I'm going to do here, and as long as I'm here, it's not going to change. But this thing about everybody's unhappy, you know, everybody. I mean, now the coach is supposed to be the team doctor. You know, pretty soon we're going to have player, coach, reporter. We're going to coach ourselves and report about ourselves. And then we have the whole gambit covered. You know, we'll be you, we'll be me, we'll be the player. That's a bunch of BS. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, let everybody do their job, and so I have a hard time with that. And if I say any more, it'll be HBO related, and then I'll be in big trouble, and I don't want to do that. But I'm concerned about where college athletics is going, and I'm concerned that everybody has a right. You know, I guess that's the American way. I've stated more than once or twice. I question some of those things, and I'm going to continue questioning them. I'll leave it with this. If we really, truly care about the student athlete, then we better make him as prepared to deal with the next 65 years of his life. Because they're going to live to 85 now. Those 20-year-olds are going to live to 85 or longer. We better be concerned about those next 65, because we kind of concern ourselves with one or two a lot, and I don't do that. I had 150 guys back the other day, had a party at my house, and they were awesome, and they talked about a lot of things that I'm referring to in these statements. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know, you know, I understand the money we make. I mean, this whole thing's down to money. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. So I don't want to argue it, but I know this. When I was making no money, earning my keep, earning my spot, working towards a goal of getting to where I wanted to get, it was the most fun I had. It was the greatest experience I had, and it taught me things that are going to help me when I'm done with this job. And I think that we're going to miss out on that if we don't watch it.